So let's talk about formatting. Essentially, we're talking about the background in these cells and the color, and also the font and the font color of what's in the cell. So easily, we can just right click and get this menu up here, which gives you font. If I want to change that, it gives me font size if I want to make it bigger. And if I do, notice that it kind of adjusts with the cell size. So I might have to change that if I change that to a large font. If I wanted to make the background a different color, I can hit this paint bucket here, or I can choose from different colors. If I don't like any of these colors, I can go to more colors, and there's any color you want right here. Here's another palette for you. And then we can change the font color. Usually when you have a darker background, you might want to use white. So we just select white. There you go. Keep in mind, if you make the mistake of making the font color the same size as the background color, you get this effect, which looks like nothing. However, if you go up to the formula bar again, you'll see that there's a word there. Also, if you highlight it, let's just undo that really quick. So another trick is if you go to the right-click menu or up here to home, there is a paintbrush. What this paintbrush is the format painter. So if I click on it, see the marquee, click somewhere else, and you can copy the formatting where you had your cursor originally. Another thing you can do is highlight many cells and apply the formatting to many cells. Let's say I just wanted to do these three. If I double click on the paintbrush icon, I can click in several cells and apply the formatting that way. And these don't have text in them, so when I type in there, it'll actually be white text. Let me hit escape to escape this lock of the format painter. Don't forget your escape key. It's very useful. So let's type a word and it appears in that format. Now, if you can recall back to our lesson on deletion, if we hit the delete key, actually just clears the content. It keeps the formatting. And notice how this is a little bit wider. Again, to adjust the columns, you can slide it back and forth or double click. But essentially, we can clear contents by hitting the delete key or going to right click and clear contents. However, that doesn't get rid of the formatting. To get rid of the formatting, you can do one of two things. You can totally delete the cell, go to delete, and then you have to shift it left or up. That might not be ideal. Another way to do it is to go to home, this eraser button. If you click on this, you can clear all. You can clear formatting, or you can just clear the contents. Obviously, it's easier to clear contents just by hitting delete. Again, things in Excel, there's the easy way and there's a hard way. Sometimes you learn the hard way first, and the easy way is just as good. Another thing you can format is the sheet color. So if I'm here and I create a new sheet, I want to make the sheet a different color. Go to tab color, and then you can do your more colors or whatever color you want. And that's how you change the sheet color. You'll notice some spreadsheets don't even look like spreadsheets because of all the formatting in them. Don't let that scare you. It's still just data in a grid. One thing to know about is conditional formatting. I'm not going to cover too deep into this, but for example, if I have a series of numbers and I want to format them according to their value, I can go to home, conditional formatting, and maybe apply a color scale. If I change this to 6, it adjusts the color scale automatically. If I delete all these, formatting disappears. However, let's say I type something, retains the formatting. But if we wanted to delete that, this is always an option. Just know that it may shift cells that you have over here. And that's the basics of formatting, put simply.